Hey, Mike with D2D Millionaire here. And are you addressing a common concern in your sales pitch and value build? If not, it could be one reason why you're getting a lot of objections at the end of your sales pitch. So we've all been there, right? We go through our sales pitch, we go through our value build, and then at the very end we get a concern or objection, and it basically kills the whole sale, right? And that can be super frustrating. You know, time is money in door-to-door sales, so the better we can be at qualifying our prospects and making the sale after we've gone through the sales process, the better. And so one way to do that is by addressing a common concern. So what happens is, if you've been in door-to-door sales, your company, or whatever the case is, for long enough, you're going to start to notice different patterns. You're going to get common concerns and objections at the end, and there's probably going to be maybe 4 or 5 or 6 of them, whatever the case might be, depending on your business, that happen over and over again. So if you're sick of running into those objections at the end, a great way to avoid that is to address that common concern in your initial greeting or your value build. So, some common examples, let's say you market pest control. It might be, I do my own pest control, or I'm not seeing any pests, or again, maybe you're in security. People think they live in a safe neighborhood, or they have a new home, so they don't need a security system. Or maybe you market cleaning services and people say, oh, I clean my house myself, right? So there's different objections that you're probably going to hear over and over again as you go through your sales process. So what's great about addressing a common concern up front is you can eliminate that before they have it and wait till they say that at the end. Or sometimes that's kind of a front. It's not really a real objection, and they're just saying that to get rid of you, or they don't express their main concern or objection. So again, you can use this to either, like I said, eliminate that objection before it happens, or when you address a common concern up front, they might admit to saying, hey, I don't have that concern, but here's my real concern. Here's my real objection for why I don't want to buy. So there's a lot of different benefits to addressing a common concern, and here's some different ways that you can do that. So one very effective way to address a common concern is to say, that's exactly why we're here, right? So what can happen, let's say you're marketing pest control. So you could say something along the lines of, hey, I'm sure you're not seeing any pests right now, but that's exactly why we're here. Because again, if you were already seeing pests, you would have already called a pest control service, you already would have hired someone. And again, if you would wait until you had an infestation or pest issue, that's going to cost you a lot more time, a lot more headaches and hassle, a lot more money to get rid of that, rather than if you took action now with us and took advantage of our great discount. Again, we could set up that preventative program, that proactive approach, so you can avoid having pest issues in the first place, which again would in turn lead to saving you time and money and keeping your home pest free before you even have any issues. So I get you're probably not seeing pests, but that's exactly why we're here. So that could be one example. Or again, maybe you're in the cleaning business, for example. You might say something like, hey, I'm sure you do your own cleaning, but that's why we're here. When's the last time you really did a thorough deep clean? Obviously it's not something that you do all the time. If you're new to this house, you haven't owned it for years, what did the previous owners, what were they like? Did they clean things as much as you did? Well, if they didn't, it's probably time for a deep clean of your home. So I know that you probably, like I said, clean your house on your own, you're on top of things, but again, that's exactly why we're here, to set up that deep clean to make sure it stays that way and get areas that previous owners, or maybe you haven't taken the time to do on your own. So again, that's exactly why we're here. It can be a great way to address a common concern and then overcome it before you even get it from your potential customers. Now again, another way that you can address a common concern is, it's similar to that, but you address a common concern to flush out other different objections or concerns. So I'm sure you do your own pest control, and that's awesome. I'm glad that you're doing that. And what our customers love is that it really flows right with what you're already doing to kind of complete the package, where what our customers have found is, even though they do their own pest control, having a pest control service come out to treat can help them save them time and money by having to treat for less things. It's less of a hassle for them, and they get overall better results by partnering with us, even if they do their own pest control. So again, in this scenario, someone might say, oh, well, I actually don't do my own pest control, so tell me more about the services you have. Or, yeah, I don't really do my own pest control, but I'm just more so concerned that I don't even see pests, so I don't, why bother, right? So again, instead of having to overcome that objection, or them not even saying that they don't see pests, so they're just like, oh, I'm not interested, or I need to think about it. When you address that common concern, it can help flush those out and either overcome an objection they do have, or get to the root of what their real concern and objection is, and then you can overcome that in the sales process. So again, hopefully you guys got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share. And if you are in door-to-door sales and marketing, be sure to head on over to d2dmillionaire.com and enter your information there to get access to our free podcast training on how to avoid the 5 most common reasons why sales reps fail in door-to-door sales. So if you're struggling, not making the money you want to be making this year, again, maybe you just want this year to be your best year yet, again, be sure to head on over to d2dmillionaire.com, fill out that form there to get access to that free training. But thanks again for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.